sometimes, sight unseen, I can trust the quality of a film I'm about to watch based solely on the director, which explains my adoration for such films as Jack and Popeye. But I don't know if I can trust someone at the forefront of a project whose name is John T-Bone. Wait, John T-Bone? Why does that sound so familiar?
My research on IMDb has revealed that the director of Lethal Games goes under the name of John T-Bone, which is not his real name, as he is normally the very prolific director of porn films, over 200 of them in fact, with titles such as
Smooth as Silk, Oral Majority 4, Titillation 2, The More Than Equal Sequel. Good. Because I was actually worried it would not equal the quality of the first one. Probably a completely unrelated John T-Bone. The one I'm talking about is the director of such films as Butt Sex 2, Totally Anal, and Tight Ass. I'll bet they're all blowjob films. There's also Double Your Pleasure, Double Your Fun, which I hope to God is about chewing gum. But the one we're checking out today is Invasion of the Samurai Sluts from Hell. Quite an epic title for a movie that probably should be called Invasion of the Girls Who Shop at a Late 80s Spencer Gifts. Apparently it contains sexy sushi slinging sirens in your town. Is it my town? I can't tell because no one in this movie ever leaves the house. Also, is this Invasion of the Samurai Sluts from Hell or not? Because the box cover is really confusing. I'm gonna be completely pissed if I put this in my VCR and it's just another goddamn E.T. porno. No, this one's much more ambitious. It has an opening text crawl.
It was no accident that they came from the Orient.
Accident!
They came with a mission. They came with a purpose. They came with a plan. And they came with tits. Big tits and asses, tight ones.
So we're mostly going to focus on about an hour's worth of tits and ass, and only about 15 minutes of plot. How am I supposed to know how imperative this invasion is if you won't stop fucking? Oh, sorry, you were saying?
And before it was over, they had answered the age-old question about whether their sluts were slanted and whether Western civilization could stand up to the Invasion of the Samurai Sluts from Hell.
Well, there you go. You gave it that title just so it would fit into that stupid joke of an opening narration. Was it worth it?
Yes.
This movie is turning stupid. I really think so. And I'm glad you got the exterior shots from your kids' drawings on the refrigerator. Too bad you can't show the movie to them. Ooh, it's a John T-Bone sleazy low-budget film. Unlike his previous films like Granny Bangers, that's totally non-sleazy and big-budgeted. Here we have a bitter, angry, old hate speech DJ. And I don't think that microphone is plugged into anything, but if he wraps his lips around it, it'd probably be one of the smarter things to come out of morning radio. Will the Samurai Sluts put a stop to this?
You're Bimbo-san, leader of the Samurai Sluts from Hell.
Bimbo-san. Indeed, Professor.
What, are you embarrassed by that now? It's a little late to start getting standards when you're starring in a movie called Invasion of the Samurai Sluts from Hell. Oh boy, is this guy gonna get it.
I'm about to use the ancient martial arts. Fuck you.
Fuck you?
No, Yankee dog. Fuck you.
You know, I don't think that's properly punishing the movie's villains. That's like if in Death Wish, instead of shooting him, Charles Bronson just shook their hands. And that Gem and the Holograms movie is going for a much harder rating than I would have anticipated. Last time I saw a motorboat that big, it ran over Angela's family in sleepaway camp. Boy, this'll teach him to do evil things. Or maybe it will. Is he dead?
Wang here was our best defense against yellow peril.
Yep. The yellow bikini apparel.
Get it? It's the porno version of racism towards the Chinese. I know that I, for one, can't read the Page Act of 1875 without thinking to myself, gee, this needs an extra dose of tits. Surely it can only go up from here.
A chopstick. And there's a message on it. It's written in Oriental.
Let's see. If my high school Orientalese doesn't fail me. It says, eat at dongs.
Okay, even the makers of The Conqueror are telling you to tone it down. But the makers of Tokyo Jokio are telling you that this is just right. Why should I be interested in this investigation? They're all just gonna start fucking anyway.
This could be a clue.
Pick a spoof. Do you want Dragnet or The Twilight Zone? Because you can't have both. Well, except in the curious case of Edgar Witherspoon, which did star Bill Gannon. Ooh, and they're taking open submissions, too.
So, Grasshopper, you ready to become Samurai Slut from Hell?
I find that word offensive. I prefer to be called the Samurai Slut from Heck. And why does she keep getting embarrassed?
It's time for rock and roll.
Between this girl's performance and one of the director's other films, can't you just fuck me and go home? What's with this guy's movies having a passive-aggressive fetish? Also, their initiation is the same method they use to kill their enemies. What kind of sense does that make? Do the baseball Furies initiate people by busting their face with a bat? She keeps going for another 10 minutes before she realizes that those panties aren't made of licorice. And all poor Bimbo-san wants to do is just finish her dinner. Luckily, the police bring in a new, what the hell is that?
Edgar, I brought help. I'd like you to meet Professor Chu N. Ginsburg.
I have the feeling that Chu N. Ginsburg is neither Jewish nor a dude. What? He's gotta be played by a woman. God forbid this turns into a gay porn.
Sorry, Edgar. Forgot to mention it. Professor here only speaks Orientalese.
The joke didn't work the first time. Why the hell would you bring it back for a second? If I wanted that shit, I'd just buy another ticket for A Million Ways to Die in the West. And what's with Inspector Klitso over here?
You must first explain to me this fuck you martial arts.
And apply a bit of pressure?
Nice bimp.
Still a better Clouseau than Steve Martin. Well, this is progressing awfully fast. Hey, why are you cutting away? Well, I guess this is technically cutting away to more interesting characters than Godzilla did.
Dong's Noodle Kitchen and Kosher Trattoria. That was the name that was on the chopsticks.
I don't think that was really him, but I have been a major proponent for practical effects over CGI, so I guess I liked that scene. Oh, what the fuck? Are they all Bimbo-san now? Ma'am, just get a spork. You're at a Panda Express. No one is gonna judge you. This investigation is going on rather smoothly.
Shh. Silence. Kneel.
No, I will not kneel. You are holding one of the murder weapons. Clearly, you're the person I'm looking for. Or did you have something else to say?
Ancient Chinese proverbs say, forgot.
You know, I wish this was a Peter Sellers film, because if it were, it'd be Peter Sellers also playing Bimbo-san. And here's where I begin to think that John T-Bone's fetish may be tit-related this time around, because it certainly isn't a fetish for good filmmaking or quality acting.
Oh boy, that feels good.
That's delivered in the style of a man who would rather be appearing in Drive than Invasion of the Samurai Sluts from Hell.
Oh golly. Boy, oh boy, that feels good.
Okay. You can also appear in Gay-Racula as well. Now that they're done here, maybe we can finally get back to the plot. Oh, great! Another sex scene. Hey, wait a minute. You're not famed director Wong Kar-wai. You're Adolf Hitler. How did I make that mistake? Turns out when you combine Mao Zedong and Hitler, I'm not sure what you get, but they prefer to wear heels in bed. Since the porn stash quota was filled by this scene, time to go back to clean shaven, at least in the facial region. This looks like if Goldfinger's painted girls didn't die, but instead made them very horny.
I have more questions for you.
Which translates to, he's not actually going to be asking her any questions, he's just going to continue fucking her.
Oh, I think I have a clue.
Do you? Do you really? Did her vagina tell that to you? Because so far, I'm seeing a lot of really shitty detective work. His clue has something to do with the professor's lab. Well, apparently... Oh, where are you going? Well, apparently someone's fucking an art class again. Hey, what do you know? That's the same couch she auditioned on. I jumped the gun when I said that his clue took him to the professor's lab. It only cut back there in case we forgot that these two people were fucking in another scene. I didn't forget, I just didn't care. Well, here's where the clue takes him.
Look, Edgar, there's the restaurant. I think something suspicious is going on in there.
Damn right there's something suspicious. I don't think that's a real building.
Okay, now follow me. Be quiet.
And you can see the stick that's moving them. Now I don't even believe those are real people. Not that they acted like real people to begin with.
It's a shame Dr. Chuen Ginsburg couldn't have joined us here for this moment of triumph.
What are you doing? If you want to fuck each other, go ahead and do it. I just saw Charlene Chan get plowed for half the movie. What difference is this gonna make? I'm getting the distinct feeling that this is going to be really, really stupid, and I'm also predicting that they don't actually know martial arts.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, Edgar.
Makes sense, since none of this takes place in Kansas to begin with. And look at those samurai sword skills. What's wrong, movie? Too good to include Toshiro Mifune in your samurai film?
Kawa, Western dogs, prepare to meet your doom. Really original stuff, but note complete synchronization of lips and dialogue.
You know, I was gonna make a joke about breaking the fourth wall, but she does raise an interesting point, so congratulations, movie. You do have some good qualities. Your syncing matches up.
Ooh, you know the ways of my people, white man? You know, first they have me sounding like Charlie Chan, and now I sound like Cochise.
All right, now you're just snobbing yourself. Stop taking jobs away from pretentious-ass critics who like shouting things from their big, comfortable chair. I guess this is what you call a fight scene. I don't know. It includes words like pow, zap, and hat? The fuck does that mean? No one is even wearing a hat. And I should not be confused as to whether I'm watching a fight scene, a sex scene, or an action scene from To Catch a Yeti, because that's what the editing is like. Could be worse. Could be a sex scene from To Catch a Yeti. I'm just saying, that could easily be a dick. At least they're not letting their villains get away, like in Drive. Personally, I'm annoyed at myself right now. Another porno episode? Really? Out of 23 Snob episodes this year, a whole 5 of them have been porn episodes. What's the deal, me? Regardless of the villains getting away, these cops need to be brought up on suspension. You can't just fuck a suspect like this. I don't care if one of them does look like Asian Tina Turner. Also, are the samurai sluts even villains? I know cops are after them, but are they vigilantes? Are they a vandalism gang? They have about as much backstory as the Wild World of Batwoman. In fact, that's kinda what this movie is like. Same questionable motives, same cult-like devotion to their leader, and same exact stereotypes.
Yoko, no!
Speaking in Chinese again.
It is Wild World of Batwoman, only substitute soup for cock. Maybe we should ask the cop if the samurai sluts are the villains. Never mind, it's nappy time. We'll wake him in 20 minutes and then give him a cigarette. What? A few minutes later? That was more than a few minutes. That was the last 15 minutes of the movie.
I demand a rematch.
No, there's no need to demand a rematch. You're just gonna end up fucking each other again anyway. And where's the stereotypical gong sound? What, was Chuck Barris not around to bang it?
It is written. Again with the gong. Chuck Barris shows up, I'm leaving.
Ah, I got the reference in first this time. Since God forbid this movie goes over 75 minutes, what are your parting words?
I don't know, but fuck you, and you, and you, and especially you.
Hey, I don't like it when movies tell me to fuck off. I'm allowed to curse at the movie and yell at it. It is not allowed to do the same thing to me, because when the same thing is inflicted upon me, it makes me very sad and vulnerable. Plus, these end credits are all over the place. I thought Bimbo-san was the #1 slut. And there's someone named Cookie Fortune, and it was the name of the actress and not the character? Cookie Fortune, where when you split her in half, your dick gives you a very sad glimpse into your life. And how is Wanda Wonton a more embarrassing name than Chu Ginsburg? I'm not exactly sure who this John T-Bone is, but according to the first picture on Google, it's Elton John. Stick to music, Elton. I'm sure there's a Disney movie you can score that's just right around the corner. Either that or a shitty movie about talking gnomes. Regardless, stay out of the porn industry, 'cause I'll stick with real samurai films, thank you very much. Films like Ghost Dog, The Way of the Samurai.
Tokyo, Japan?
No, Switzerland.
Tokyo, Switzerland?
This way we don't offend anyone.
Get it? It's the porno version of racism towards the Chinese. I know that I, for one, can't read the Page Act of 1875 without thinking that it needed an extra dose of tits. Sorry.